Joe Hart, insists Celtic will always be hard-working and humble. HENRIK LARSSON, who celebrates his 51st birthday today, said farewell to his adoring legions of Celtic fans, with his usual flourish just over 18 years ago. "Oh, you fecker, I now feel really old." Joe Hart in Celtic warning to teammates, as he urges them to keep cool despite St Mirren defeat. The Celtic goalkeeper knows it was frustrating to lose their unbeaten run, but is confident they can get back to their best. There was a gap of almost 1 year between his words, but the Parkhead #1 sentiments were almost identical. 12 months previously, Hart had stood at Livingston and promised Celtic would keep pushing and fighting in the one direction to get things right. Defeat in Paisley may have brought that near-year league run to an end, but their modest approach, which brought success, and their desire to stay honest to themselves and their philosophy hasn't and won't be in any way altered. Hart typifies the outlook by using the same words as before. No excuses. No pointing fingers. No attempts to disguise the fact his team was second best against Stephen Robinson's troops. When it was put to Hart that Celtic could learn lessons from Paisley, he nodded and then said, "Yep. But just like we learn lessons when we win. We are always trying to learn and keep moving." In the fact that humble and grounded approach is valuable in times of any setback, he continued, "It's the only attitude that you can take. Who are you to think you are anything for winning a game of football? You're not. Our mindset doesn't change. We are building something where we want to just keep going, and just keep trying to get the best out of each other, and get the best as a team." That was no different in the game against St Mirren, and it'll be no different when we go into our next game. HENRIK LARSSON, who celebrates his 51st birthday today, said farewell to his adoring legions of Celtic fans with his usual flourish just over 18 years ago. How long ago? The Swede chose a bright afternoon at Hampden to bring down the curtain on his glittering career at the hoops with a double salvo against Dunfermline in a 3-1 triumph in the Scottish Cup final. Larsson acknowledged his last accolade in the sunshine of the National Stadium on the south side of the city and left his followers with a smile on their face. Before reaching Scottish soccer's Mecca, the charismatic marksman had scored his second-last goal against Rangers when he swivelled to fire the winner behind Stefan Klos in the Scottish Cup quarter-final at Parkhead in March 2004. The Magnificent Seven bowed out following, coincidentally, 7 exceptional years at Parkhead after a glorious career, in which he had been the hammer of the Ibrox outfit with 14 goals in his contests against the Glasgow neighbours. His wonderfully executed lob over the bewildered Klos in the 6-2 demolition derby in August 2000 will always be an exquisite reminder of what Larsson brought to Celtic. Larsson, typically, played down his individual role, but admitted he was delighted to have finished his Celtic career on such a high note. "Winning this cup final means everything. I didn't want to leave as a loser. It was great to get the 2 goals to end a fantastic 7 years here. I never dreamt this could happen when I signed. Today we say, happy birthday to the King of Kings."
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to